Today's topic is 0 by 1 knapsack problem using dynamic programming. We have seen one more knapsack problem using a greedy method. This is a second knapsack problem using a dynamic programming. Definition of both the greedy method knapsack and the dynamic programming knapsack is same, but the way we calculate the optimal solution is different between the greedy method and the dynamic programming. Let us see the definition of a knapsack problem. Knapsack is a bag, or it can be considered as a container with the following information. M is the capacity of the knapsack, N is the number of objects, W is an array consisting of weights of the objects W1, W2 up to Wn. P is an array consisting of profits P1, P2 up to Pn. X is an array consisting of either 0 or 1. Here the value 0 indicates the object has not been selected. 0 indicates the object has not been selected and it is not included in the knapsack. That is, it is not included in the bag. 1 indicates the object has been selected and it has been included in the knapsack completely. I repeat, the value of X 0 indicates the object has not been selected and it is not included into the knapsack, and 1 indicates the object has been selected and it has been included into the knapsack completely. That is the meaning of the value 0 and 1. What is the objective of the knapsack? We will see. With all this informations, we have an objective of the knapsack as to place the objects into the knapsack so that maximum profit is obtained and the weight of the objects that got included into the knapsack should not exceed the capacity of the knapsacks. So this is the objective of the 0 by 1 knapsack using dynamic programming, similar to the greedy method knapsack. And this can be stated in a mathematical equation as maximum profit of including the item into the knapsack. So maximize the profit of the knapsack by including the items into the knapsacks, that is summation I is equal to 1 to n profit of the item multiplied with the fraction of the item xi, with the constraint summation I is equal to 1 to n wi, that is weight of the item multiplied with fraction of the item. This product should be less than or equal to the given knapsack capacity. So what is the objective of the knapsacks? You need to include the objects into the knapsack so that you need to earn maximum profit without violating the constraint, that is weight of the item should not exceed the maximum capacity of the knapsack. The objective of the knapsack has been stated in a mathematical equation like this. Before going for the 0 by 1 knapsack problem using dynamic programming, let us see the difference between the greedy method knapsack and the dynamic programming knapsack so that it will be easy to understand. See, I have taken a knapsack using a greedy method here. I have taken a knapsack using a dynamic programming here. First, let us see what is the concept behind greedy method. Then I will tell you what is the concept behind the dynamic programming. I have taken a knapsack with a capacity M is equal to 5. That is, the capacity of the knapsack bag is 5. That means you can place 5 kgs of item into the knapsack. I have taken 3 items. Item 1 is having weight as 2. Item 2 is having weight as 1. Item 3 is having weight as 4. So I am just going to process the first item, that is I1, with the weight 2. So I am just checking What is the weight of the first item? 2. What is the capacity of the knapsack? 5. So 2 is less than 5. So it is not exceeding the maximum capacity of the knapsack, that is 5. So I can place the item 1 completely into the knapsack. It occupies 2 kg space out of 5 kg space. So this has been occupied by the item 1. This has been occupied by the item 1. Now what is the remaining capacity of the knapsack? The remaining capacity of the knapsack will be 3. Because initially the knapsack capacity was 5. The first item occupied 2 kg space. The remaining will be 3 kg space in the knapsack. Let us process the second item I2. The weight of the second item is 1. I am just checking what is the weight of the second item 1. What is the current capacity of the knapsack now? The current capacity of the, that is the remaining capacity of the knapsack is 3. 1 is less than 3, so it is not exceeding the remaining capacity of the knapsack. I can include the second item completely into the knapsack. That is, I am just including the item, that is 1 kg space is occupied by the item 2. Now what is the remaining capacity of the knapsack after including 2 items? Now the remaining capacity of the knapsack is 2 kg space. Now let us process the third item I3. The weight of the third item is 4. Let us compare. The weight of the third item is 4. It is less than the remaining capacity or greater than the remaining capacity. Let us see. What is the remaining space I have in the knapsack after placing the first 2 items? I have a 2 kg space. 4 is not less than the remaining capacity of the knapsack. That means the item 3 I cannot include completely into the knapsack. I cannot avoid this item completely. So that means I have only 2 space in the knapsack, but I have an item of 4 kg to be placed into the knapsack. So out of 4 kgs, I can place only the 2 kg of item into the knapsack. Instead of avoiding this item completely, I will just find out of this 4 kg item how much I will be able to include into the knapsack based on the remaining capacity. So it is better, instead of avoiding this item completely, it is better to find out of available 4 kg of item how much I will be able to include into the knapsack based on the remaining capacity. Now compare. 4 kg of item is available, but the available space is only 2 kg. So out of 4 kgs, I will be able to place only 2 kgs of item. So instead of avoiding this item 3 completely, find out how much can be placed into the knapsack. I will be able to place 2 kgs. So I will place 2 kg of third item. I will place 2 kg of third item. I will leave the remaining 2 kg as a waste. So this is greedy method knapsack. Based on the remaining capacity, I will find out how much fraction of the item I can include into the knapsack. That much I will include. That is why it is named as a fractional knapsack. That is why it is named as a fractional knapsack. But when you go for a dynamic programming knapsack, if the item is possible to be placed into the knapsack completely, then I will include. If it is not possible to place the item completely into the knapsack, I will not find the fraction of the item. I will just avoid that item. I will go for processing the next item. See, I have taken the knapsack again with the same capacity M, that is 5. I have 3 items to process. Let me process the first item with the weight 2. I will just compare. 2 is less than the remaining capacity of the knapsack, that is 5 at present. So I can include this complete item into the knapsack, that is item 1 has been included completely into the knapsack. If it is included completely into the knapsack, I will set X value as 1. I will set X value as 1. Now I am just processing the second item with the weight 1. What is the remaining capacity of the knapsack? I have 1, 2, 3. So 3 kg space I have in the knapsack as a remaining capacity. So now I will just compare the weight of the second item with the remaining capacity of the knapsack. 1 is the weight of the item 2. It is less than the remaining capacity 3. So item 2 also can be included completely into the knapsack. That is, item 2 is occupying 1 kg space in the knapsack. Now here also the item 2 got included completely into the knapsack. So X value I am just setting it as 1. Now let us process the third item with a weight 4. Now 4 is the weight of the third item. What is the remaining capacity of the knapsack? 1, 2. So remaining capacity is 2. 4 is less than 2. That is, 4 is not less than 2. So I cannot place the item 3 with the weight 4. I will just avoid this item completely. Here the X value will be set as 0. That means item 3 cannot be included into the knapsack completely. So set the X value as 0. See, in the greedy method knapsack, based on the remaining capacity, I will find the fraction of the item, that is out of the remaining capacity, out of the available items weight, how much I can place it into the knapsack based on the remaining capacity. That is greedy method. But here, either you can place the item completely into the knapsack, or just you leave the item and go for the next item. If you are not able to place any item into the knapsack, you will not go for finding the fraction of the item. Either include the item completely or leave it. There is no chance of finding fraction of the item and including into the knapsack. If you are placing the item completely into the knapsack, X value will be 1. If you are not placing the item completely into the knapsack, X value will be 0. Either include the item completely or leave the item. That is why it is named as a 0 by 1 knapsack. That is why it is named as a 0 by 1 knapsack. Either include the item completely or leave the item completely. So that it is named as a 0 by 1 knapsack. In the greedy method, we will find the fraction of the item. We will include into the knapsack based on the remaining capacity. But in the dynamic programming, you have to include the item completely. You cannot include the fraction of the item. So if you are including the complete item, you have to set X value as 1. If you are not including, X value should be set it as 0. So 1 indicates include completely, 0 indicates leave it completely. So that it is named as a 0 by 1 knapsack problem using dynamic programming. This is the difference between the greedy method knapsack and the dynamic programming knapsack. We will take one example problem for a 0 by 1 knapsack problem. The question is, obtain the optimal solution for the 0 by 1 knapsack problem with a capacity M. Number of items are given in the question as 1, 2, 3, 4. So totally I have the number of items are 4 items. Weight of each and every item is also given. Value of each and every item. Value is nothing but profit of the each and every item. So these are all the details will be given in the question. Let us go for solving this. To solve the 0 by 1 knapsack problem using a dynamic programming, you need to construct a knapsack matrix. How you can construct a knapsack matrix means, knapsack matrix of size, that is, it should be constructed as number of items n by the maximum capacity of the knapsack. How many items you have in your question? 4 items. So the value of n will be 4. And the maximum capacity given in the question is 5. So 4 by 5 matrix you need to construct. 4 by 5 matrix you need to construct. While constructing the knapsack matrix, you need to start the row value as well as the column value from 0. You need to start your row value and column value from 0. So the row is numbered using the items. Columns are numbered using the capacity of the knapsack m. See, to construct a knapsack matrix, I started numbering the rows from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many items I have in the question? 4 items. So 0 to 4 I need to have the row numbers. What is the maximum capacity of the knapsack? 5. So I have to start the capacity from 0. It has to go up to the maximum capacity 5. So 0 to 4, 0 to 5 will be the n by m matrix, that is a knapsack matrix. So to fill this matrix, you need to follow 3 formulas. The formulas are given here. See, V of I comma j. V is nothing but the knapsack matrix. I comma j. I is a row number, j is a column number. It should be initialized or it should be set with a value 0 if row value is 0, column value is 0. This is the first formula. Second formula is V of I comma j. I is a row number, j is a column number. It should be filled with this formula, that is V of I minus 1 comma j. I minus 1 is nothing but the previous location value comma current capacity of the knapsack, that is nothing but column value. This formula should be used if weight of the item is greater than the current knapsack capacity. Third formula is V of I comma j is equal to maximum of V of I minus 1 comma j comma V of I minus 1 comma j minus wi plus pi. Pi is nothing but profit of the item. You need to calculate this value. You need to calculate this value out of these two, which is giving you the maximum value that will be considered as the value of this particular location. This should be used if weight of the item is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity. So to fill this knapsack, we are going to use these 3 formulas. The first formula should be used if row value is 0 or if column value is 0. We will initialize all the locations to 0. Second formula should be used if the weight of the item is greater than the current knapsack capacity. Third formula should be used if the weight of the item is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity. Let us start filling this knapsack matrix. Apply the first formula, that is V of I comma j is equal to 0 if I and j is equal to 0. That is, I indicates item, j indicates the current capacity of the knapsack. Now, what is the first location to be filled? This is the first location. What is that? V of 0 comma 0. I value is 0, j value is also 0. if I value is 0 or j value is 0, it should be initialized with what? It should be initialized with 0. So I'm just going to initialize this location with 0. Now what is the next location? This is the next location. So what is the location? 0, 1. Here I value is 0, j value is 1. If I value is 0 also, I have to set the value as 0. Again, this is the next location. I value is 0, j value is 2. Since I value is 0, I am just setting this location as 0. So I value is 0, j value is 3, set this as 0. Again, same way, this also set as 0, this also set as 0. This means that you have no items to place into the knapsack. I indicates item. What is the item number I have? 0. 0 means there is no item to place it into the knapsack. That is, you have a knapsack with a capacity 5. You don't have a item to place it into the knapsack. Now, you don't have a item, you don't have a space. This means at present, what is the capacity of the knapsack at present? 0. J indicates current capacity of the knapsack. I indicates the item number. There is no space in the knapsack, no item. No item, no space means profit will be 0. You have a single space in the knapsack, but you don't have any item to place. That means you have one space into the knapsack. Do you have any item to place? No, 0 items. So there is no profit, so 0. Next, the current capacity of the knapsack is 2. That means you have a 2 space in your knapsack, but do you have any item to place into this 2 space knapsack? You don't have any item, so this also set as 0. Similarly, you will be filling these 3 locations are also with 0. You have a 0 space, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space and 5 space in the knapsack, but you don't have any item to place it into the knapsack. So profit remains 0 using the first formula. Now what is the next location to fill? This is the next location to fill. This is the next location to fill. What is the location? 1, 0. If I value is 0 or j value is 0 or both are 0, I have to set the value as 0 using the first formula. So here I value is 1. That means you have some item to place it into the knapsack. Do you have a space into the knapsack? You have 0 space. So profit remains 0. Before filling these locations, let us fill this column first, because everywhere the j value remains 0. So using the first formula, let us fill this column first, then we'll go for filling the next locations. Now fill this location. You have item 2 to place it into the knapsack, but what is the current capacity of the knapsack? 0. So you have item 2, but you don't have a space in your knapsack to include this item 2, so there is no profit, 0. Similarly, you have item 3, no space into the knapsack, 0. You have item 4, no space into the knapsack, 0. So initialize your knapsack matrix using the first formula. Fill the first row with 0, because the first row is having the item 0. That means you don't have any item. You don't have any item, but you have a space in your knapsack. There is no point in having a space without having a item. So fill the first row with 0, first column with 0. You have number of items, but you don't have a space in your knapsack to include any of the item. So the first step, initialize first row and first column with 0 using the first formula. What is the next location to fill? This is the next location. So what is the I value? It is 1. What is the j value? It is 1. So what is the location I want to calculate? I want to calculate v of I comma j, that is I value is 1, j value is also 1. So what is the location to fill? This is a location 1 comma 1. So that is a location I am just going to calculate. Now you have to select out of these two formulas which has to be used based on these two conditions. Now we will see what is the item, that is I value is 1, j value is 1. Now condition to check is, first condition is whether weight of the item is greater than the current knapsack capacity j, or weight of the item is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity j. What is the item number? That is 1. So let me check weight of the item 1, whether it is greater than the current knapsack capacity j. What is the j value here? 1. Or weight of the first item is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity 1 or not. Let me check. What is the weight of the first item in the given question? Weight of the first item is 2. 2 is greater than 1. Here 2 is less than or equal to 1. Which condition is true? This condition is true. This is not true. So as per this condition, I have to go for selecting the second formula, Wi greater than j. That is, if the weight of the item is greater than the current knapsack capacity, which formula I need to select? I have to select this formula. So let us write that formula, v of I minus 1 comma j. This is the formula. That is, v of I comma j should be initialized with this formula. Now let us go for filling the location 1 comma 1 with this formula. So you have to select any one formula out of these two by checking this condition and this condition. If this condition is true, use this formula to fill the knapsack matrix. If this condition is true, you have to use this formula to fill the knapsack matrix. Now this condition is true for this location 1 comma 1. So I am just using this second formula. Now v of 1 comma 1, this is I, this is j, that should be filled with v of I minus 1. I value is 1, I minus 1 is 0, comma, what is the j value? It is 1. So v of 0 comma 1. So go to your knapsack matrix, look at this location. Go to your knapsack matrix V, look at this location 0 comma 1. What is the value I have? 0. So in your knapsack matrix, in the location 0 comma 1, I have the value 0. That gets assigned to the location V of 1 comma 1. So go to your knapsack matrix, V of 1 comma 1 should be filled with 0. Now what is the next location I need to find out? This is the next location. So write down V of 1 comma 2 is the next location to be filled. I value is this, j value is this. Now before finding the value of this location, I need to check whether weight of the item is less than or equal to j, or weight of the item is greater than j or not. That is, weight of the item whether it is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity j, or it is greater than the current knapsack capacity j. Now what is the item to be processed here? 1. I is item, j is a current knapsack capacity. Item what I am processing is 1. What is the weight of the item 1? That is, weight of the item 1 is 2, less than or equal to, what is the current knapsack capacity I have? 2. So 2 is equal to 2. This condition is true. Let us go for checking this also. Wi means weight of the first item is greater than the knapsack capacity. Weight of the first item is 2, greater than current knapsack capacity is 2. This is not true, this is true. That is, as per this condition, what is the formula I need to select? If weight of the item is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity, I have to select this as the formula. So as per that, let us write that formula. V of I comma j is equal to maximum of V of I minus 1 comma j comma V of I minus 1 comma j minus wi plus profit of the item. This is the formula you need to use if weight of the item is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity. So as per this location, this condition is getting satisfied. The respective formula to be used is this one. So here V of what is the I value? 1, j value is 2, V of 1 comma 2, maximum of apply V of I value is, this is I value, this is j value, I value is 1, I minus 1 means 0, j value is 2, comma, V of I minus 1 means 1 minus 1 0, j minus wi means j value is 2, I value is 1, weight of the item 1 means weight of the item 1 as per the given question is 2 plus profit of the item getting processed. What is the item I am processing? Item 1. What is the profit of the item 1 in the given question? Profit of the item in the given question is 12. So add this 12. Now go to your knapsack matrix. Find the value of V of 0, 2. The knapsack matrix in the location 0, 2, I have the value as 0. So write it here. Go to this location, that is 0, 2 minus 2, it will be 0. 2 minus 2, it will be 0. So go to your knapsack matrix, find the value in this location V of 0, 0. So if I go here in the V of 0, 0, I have the value as 0. Apply. With this value, the profit of the first item is getting added, that is 12. So out of these two values, which is the maximum value? 12 is the maximum value. So in the location V of 1, 2, I got the value as 12. So go to your knapsack matrix, in the location 1, 2, fill the value as 12. So what is the next location to find? This is the next location 1, 3. 1, 3 is the next location to find. So let us go for finding the next location. V of 1, 3 is the next location. So you have to select which formula to apply. See, I value is 1, j value is 3. That is, item which is processing is 1, current knapsack capacity is 3. Check the condition whether weight of the item, that is, what is the item number? 1, whether it is greater than the knapsack capacity, that is, j value is 3, or weight of the item 1 is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity 3 or not. What is the weight of the item to be processed? 2 is greater than 3. This condition is not true. Let us go for checking this condition. Weight of the item 1 is 2. It is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity 3. This is true. So if this condition is true, I have to go for selecting the third formula. If this is true, I have to go for selecting the second formula. So here take the third formula because this condition is true. V of I comma j is equal to maximum of V of I minus 1 comma j comma v of I minus 1 comma j minus wi plus profit of the item which is getting processed. Now the location number is v of 1 comma 3. Maximum of I value is this, j value is this. Maximum of v of I minus 1 means 1 minus 1, it is 0. J value is 3 as per the location. Then v of I minus 1 means 1 minus 1, 0. J means it is 3 minus weight of the first item. What is the item? I am just processing first item. So weight of the item 1 is 2 plus profit of the item 1 is 12. Now maximum of, go to your knapsack matrix, find the value of this location, v of 0 comma 3, 0, 0, v of 0 comma 3 minus 2 means 1. So v of 0 comma 1 location, you just go to your knapsack matrix, 0 comma 1, I have 1 plus 0 comma 1. In the knapsack matrix 0 comma 1 I have 0, sorry. In the location v of 0 comma 1 I have the value as 0 plus the profit of the item is 12. So maximum value of these two is 12. So go to your knapsack matrix, in the location 1 comma 3 fill the value as 12. Go to your knapsack matrix, in the location 1 comma 3 fill the value as 12. So similarly find the location of 1 comma 4, the value remains 12. 1 comma 5 also the value remains 12. So fill the value 12, 12. The next location to find is this location, v of 2 comma 1. What is the next location I have to find out? V of 2 comma 1. Now check the condition whether weight of the, here the item number has been changed, that is 2. Knapsack capacity, that is the current knapsack capacity is 1. Weight of the second item, whether it is greater than the current knapsack capacity 1 or weight of the second item is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity 1 or not. Let us check. As per that we will select the formula. Weight of the second item in the given question is 1. Apply here. 1 is greater than 1? No. Weight of the item is 1, less than or equal to 1. So this condition is true. If this is true, I have to go for selecting the third formula. So third formula, as per the third formula I am just applying. 2 comma 1 is a location, this is I value, this is j value. Maximum of v of I minus 1 comma j. I value is 2, 2 minus 1 it will be 1, j value is 1, comma v of I minus 1, I value is 2, 2 minus 1, 1, comma j minus wi, j value in the given location is 1, minus which item is getting processed now? Item 2. So while writing the weight of the item here, you have to write the weight of the item which is getting processed now. Item 2 is getting processed. So weight of the second item is 1. So I am just applying weight of the second item plus profit of the item which is getting processed. That is, second item is getting processed. Profit of the second item in the given question is 10. So let us write it as 10 here. Calculate maximum of, go to your knapsack matrix, find the value in this location. V of 1 comma 1, I have the value as 0. Apply here, comma, here it is 1 comma 1 minus 1, it will be 0. So V of 1 comma 0. V of 1 comma 0 is 0. So this is also 0 plus the value is 10. Out of these two values, which is maximum? The value 10 is maximum. Go to the location V of 2, 1. Update the value as 10. So in the knapsack matrix 2, 1, the value what I found is 10. Next location to find is this one. The location is V of 2, 2. The location is V of 2, 2. So what is the item I am just processing? Second item. What is the current knapsack capacity? 2. Weight of the second item, whether it is greater than the current knapsack capacity J, that is 2, or weight of the second item is less than or equal to the current knapsack capacity J, that is 2 or not, we will check. Weight of the second item in the given question is 1. 1 is greater than 2? No. Here 1 is less than or equal to 2. This condition is true. So I am going to apply the third formula, that is location to calculate is V of 2, 2 is a location. Formula is maximum of V of I minus 1, J. V of I minus 1. Here I value is 2, J value is 2. I minus 1 means 2 minus 1, it is 1, J value is 2. Then V of I minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. J value is 2. Weight of the item which is getting processed. What is the item I am processing now? Second item I am processing. Weight of the second item is 1 plus profit of the second item is 10. Now find out which is a maximum value. Maximum of, go to your knapsack matrix, find the value present in this location. In the knapsack matrix, in the location V of 1, 2, what is the value I have? I have a 12. Here the location is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1 plus 10. Once again I have written. Let us go for finding it now. 12, go to your knapsack matrix, find the value present in 1, 1. That is in the location 1, 1, I have the value as 0. So 0 plus the profit of the item. Now it leads to maximum of 12, 10. So out of these two values, which is maximum? 12 is maximum. So go to the location V of 2, 2. Initialize the value as 12. So go to your knapsack matrix. In the location 2, 2. Initialize the value as 12. If you start filling the table using any one of the formula out of the second and third, you will get the knapsack matrix values as like this. So this is the final knapsack matrix what we have constructed. Now after constructing the knapsack matrix, you need to find out what is the maximum profit earned. Always the maximum profit will be in the location. Always the maximum profit will be in the location V of n, m. V of n, m. That is V of, what is the n value? That is number of items in the given question is totally I have a 4 items. So n value is 4. What is the maximum capacity of the knapsack? Maximum capacity of the knapsack in the given question is 5. So V is the knapsack matrix. N is the number of items, that is 4. M is the maximum capacity of the knapsack, that is 5. So go to your knapsack matrix. Look at the location 4, 5. This is your knapsack matrix V. The location 4, 5, I have the value as 37. So this is the maximum profit what I got by including the items into the knapsack. Using this knapsack matrix, I will be able to find out what is the maximum profit earned. Now, on top of this, you need to know which all the items got included into the knapsack. Which all the items got included into the knapsack. Once you find the maximum profit in the location 4,5, that is the last location of your knapsack matrix, you need to find out which are all the items got added to the knapsack. For that, you need to use a backtracking concept. How to find the items that got added to the knapsack using the backtracking, that I will teach you in the next video. To know that, you need to remember today's concept of constructing a knapsack matrix. Thank you.